Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Hold on to your hats because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Green Bay Packers. Rumor has it that there's a major trade brewing involving one of the most dominant defensive players in the league right now, Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns. If this move materializes, it could dramatically alter the landscape of the NFC North and give the Packers a significant boost on the defensive front, especially as they're dealing with some injury issues in their pass rush. But let's dig into what's going on here, what it could mean for Green Bay, and why this is such a hot topic among NFL insiders. So according to sources close to the situation, Cleveland, sitting at a 3-7 record and clearly in a rebuild mode, might be open to trading Garrett. The Browns are facing a tough season. They're struggling offensively with only about 19 2-points per game, and their defense, despite Garrett's presence, has been giving up roughly 25 points a game. Cleveland's cap situation is also a mess, with a negative cap space and a hefty $29 million cap hit, which makes holding on to Garrett increasingly unlikely if they want to rebuild and retool for future seasons. It's a classic case of a team needing to make a tough decision, either hold on and hope they turn it around or ship out their star to start fresh. But why would the Packers be interested? Well, because adding Myles Garrett would be like unleashing a tsunami on their pass rush. At 29 years old, Garrett is still playing at an elite level, and his stats speak volumes. Last season, he racked up 44 combined tackles, 10-5 sacks, and 48 quarterback pressures, according to Pro Football Focus, where he's rated at an incredible 94. 2. His career totals include over 102, 5 sacks, with a pass rush win rate of 34%, leading all edge rushers in that category. Garrett's ability to disrupt plays, pressure quarterbacks, and generate sacks is second to none. And with the Packers fighting through injuries, Preston Smith with a strained pec and Lucas Van Ness with an ankle issue, they're desperately looking for a reliable anchor on the edge. Imagine Garrett lining up opposite the Packers' existing pass rushers, instantly transforming their defense into a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. His presence would be a huge boost, especially when you consider the importance of pass rush in today's NFL. Green Bay's defense has shown flashes, but consistency and impact remain areas to improve. Garrett's addition could be the difference maker in closing out games, forcing turnovers, and elevating the entire unit. It's not just about sacks. It's about the pressure, the disruption, the ability to change the course of a game with a single play. Now, let's talk about why Cleveland might be willing to part ways with him. As I mentioned, their record is 3-7, and they're clearly in a phase of reorganization. Their offense struggles to produce points, and their defense, despite Garrett's efforts, isn't enough to carry the team. Plus, Cleveland's salary cap situation is tight, and a trade would help them clear some cap space. Plus, they could get a first-round pick and a swap of later picks in return, which would help them in the long-term rebuild. Think of it as a strategic move for Cleveland. They're not just giving up their star. They're setting themselves up for future growth, acquiring draft capital, and reevaluating their roster. From the Packers' perspective, acquiring Garrett would be like adding a game-wrecking force who can instantly elevate their chances of contending. With his recent stats, 10 sacks so far in 2025, and a PFF grade of 94. 2. He's still operating at an elite level. His career, filled with Pro Bowl honors and a Defensive Player of the Year award, shows he's the kind of player who can flip the script on a defense. His pass rush win rate of 34% and more than 190 pressures in 2024 make him one of the most feared pass rushers in the league. Even with some minor injuries, such as a knee sprain this season, Garrett continues to be a dominant force, playing around 88% of the snaps. For the Packers, the impact would be immediate. They'd add a player who can generate pressure on nearly every snap, help reduce points allowed, and create more turnovers. It's a move that aligns perfectly with their current needs, strengthening the front seven, boosting their pass rush, and making it harder for opposing offenses to get comfortable. Especially with teams like the Cowboys and their formidable offensive line, Having Garrett on the field could be the X factor in playoff games. His ability to disrupt, combined with the Packers' other pass rushers, could turn their defense into one of the league's most formidable units. Now I know some fans might be skeptical. After all, Cleveland's asking price is high, including a first-round pick and a swap, plus Garrett's hefty contract. But considering the potential boost to the Packers' Super Bowl odds, currently at plus 1,200, possibly moving closer to plus 600 with Garrett, this could be a move that pays off big time. The Packers are pushing to get back into serious contention, and adding a player of Garrett's caliber would send a clear message that they're all in. With Garrett, the defense could see a plus 28% increase in pressure rate and a drop in opponent points to around 19 per game, which is a huge step forward. And let's not forget, postseason performance is what really matters. Garrett has a history of elevating his game in the playoffs, and his disruption rate would be crucial against top-tier teams like the Cowboys, where the offensive line is a key matchup. His presence could increase their disruption rate by over 22% in the playoffs, making him an invaluable asset in high-stakes moments. For the Packers, it's about building a defense that not only competes but dominates, pushing their Super Bowl chances even higher. Of course, every trade has its risks. Cleveland might be cautious, given their current chaos and the fact that they're giving up a player who, despite some injury setbacks, remains one of the best at his position. But for Green Bay, the potential rewards far outweigh the risks. It's about making a statement that they're serious contenders, that they're willing to shake up the league in pursuit of another Super Bowl. The Packers have been showing flashes of brilliance this season, but with Garrett in the mix, they could take that final leap and establish themselves as a true force in the NFC. Now, as we look ahead to the postseason, this move could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. Garrett's impact goes beyond just sacks. He's a leader, a game wrecker, and someone who commands double teams, freeing up other players to make plays. His addition could also inspire the entire defense, raising the level of play across the board. And with the Packers coaching staff known for scheming and adapting, they'd surely find ways to maximize his talents and keep opposing offenses guessing. So, fans, whether this trade actually comes to fruition or not, it's clear that the NFL landscape is shifting. The Packers are always looking for ways to improve, and adding a player like Myles Garrett would be a bold statement of intent. It's a move that could redefine their season, give them a serious shot at another Super Bowl, and shake up the NFC North in ways we haven't seen in years. Keep your eyes on this story because if it happens, it'll be one of the biggest offseason moves for the Packers in recent memory. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think adding Myles Garrett would push the Packers over the top and help them chase another Super Bowl? Or are you skeptical about giving up that much draft capital for a player who might have some injury concerns? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our beloved team.